Good morning and welcome to Peace Out, where we are all learning together to peace out. We're all practicing every single day and putting it all together how we can just peace out. We're really talking about the different aspects of God and how He's actually involved in our lives this week, right? We talked about His arm is not too short to reach us. He's reaching for us. That His ear is not deaf. He can hear us. And He's actually, not only can He hear us, He's listening for us. You know, if you have kids, or you've watched somebody else's kids and they're in the other room, especially, you tend to listen for them. Did something drop? You listen for things that are unusual. God is listening for us. He's listening for that faintest cry, saying, hey, God. And sometimes it doesn't even come out in words. It comes out in a sigh, or it comes out in a tear, or it comes out in an action. And He goes, I'm right here. I got you. He listens for us. And then yesterday we talked about something else. His eye is on us. The eyes of the Lord are running, going to and fro on the earth, looking for someone who's trusting Him. Right? He is so busy. Well, I've got some other things today we're going to talk about to show that God is active. He's not just sitting up on His throne going, let's just see how all this turns out. Wow, this is going to be fun. Right? Maybe he couldn't wait. He's like, watch this lion's den. The angels is going to close those lions' mouths. How cool is this going to be? Watch this. This is going to be amazing. Maybe he was. Maybe he was. Okay, I already got the Red Sea ready. So watch what's going to happen. There's already a path under there, but they don't know it. Watch this. This is going to be epic. For real. Right? We still watch the Ten Commandments movie. Every Easter it comes on, right? The old Yul Brynner one. That's the one to watch. That's a good one, right? But he's like, this is going to be epic. And he really is. You know, maybe he was like, watch, Peter's going to jump out the boat. Watch, he's going to walk for a little bit. And maybe he's celebrated. All of this time he's been celebrating our victories because he's actually actively involved. He's not just passively sitting on the throne going, okay, let's get this over with so we can get them all home. No, he's actively involved and he's enjoying the process of watching time unfold, even though he already knows all of it. He may be celebrating whatever's going to happen in your life tomorrow. You ain't even got a clue. Let that be me. Let that be me. All right, everybody can say that. Let that be me. Okay, so we know, but he's active. And so I go back to this golden scripture that even the world reads. And sometimes we just read it at funerals, but it's worth more than reading at funerals. Now, it's good to read at a funeral, and it's good to remind ourselves, but this is just an age-old psalm that even non-believers hold on to, right? David wrote it, and he wrote it with a total deeper level of understanding than we can even figure out, right? We can't even really figure this out. David was a shepherd when he wrote, "The Lord is my shepherd." It's a powerful statement if you realize that David was a shepherd. If you realize that he understood what a shepherd did, he understood the shepherd's role. He had a shepherd's heart. And then he goes on to pen and say, he says, he makes me lie down in green pastures. He takes me to where there's food for my soul. He takes me there and he leads me there to lie down and rest and experience his peace, right? Then it says he leads me beside still waters. Why still waters? Because sheep won't drink out of running water. They're probably the dumbest animal on the earth, y'all. And they got these little quirks. But that's not to say anything because we all got quirks too, right? But he says, so the shepherd knows I need still water to refresh my soul. The shepherd's concerned about my soul. The shepherd's concerned about my thirst. The shepherd's concerned about my food. The shepherd is concerned. The shepherd, big S shepherd, is concerned about all these things that go on in our lives. He restores my soul. He's concerned about who I am on the inside, not just this physical body. He knows me. We read that out of Psalm 139 yesterday. He knew us before we were formed in the womb. That's what he told Jeremiah. He said, I knew you before you were conceived. I knew when you were going to make your entrance into time. And he can say the same thing about you. That's not just isolated to Jeremiah. Isaiah 49 mentions it. Psalm 39 mentions it. He knows us in and out. He restores our soul. He loves us. He takes care of us. He leads me in the paths of righteousness. He leads me. Even if I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I don't have to fear. I can peace out. If David wrote this today, I can still peace out because his rod and his staff, they comfort me. He can reach me with his staff. That's what the staff is for, is to reach and pull back out into safety, right? And the rod, nope, don't go that way. Nope, don't go that way. It's direction. It's discipline, right? But it's direction. Don't go that way. Don't go that way. Oh, I got you. You almost fell, right? So it's direction and comfort and help and protection, right? Then he says, I fear no evil because you're with me, right? You prepare a table before me. Even though my enemies surround me, God still prepares a table for me and just makes the enemies sit there and watch. No, the enemy doesn't get a seat at my table. Louis Giglio book, good book, read that. It's a very good book. I recommend it. The enemy doesn't get a seat at my table if I don't give him one, but I get to eat while the enemy just sits back over there going, I just can't believe God's providing for her again. I just can't believe he just helped her get out of that situation. I can't believe he gave her peace. I can't believe. And you're just like, yeah. And God's like, hell, you ain't seen nothing yet, right? So even though the enemies seem to surround us, even though our enemies, and we don't have physical enemies, for the most part, right? But there's fear, there's doubt, there's crazy stuff digging in our senses and trying to get into our heart every single day. And even though that is all out there trying to derail us or distract us or deter us from seeking God with all of our heart, God says, I can prepare a table for you right here. You don't even need the enemy. They can just sit over there and watch. Watch me give my children peace. Watch me provide for my children. That's what the scripture means to me, right? He goes on, he says, surely goodness and you anoint my head with oil. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life. And I get to live in the house of the Lord forever. That's what David said in Psalm 23. And I want to go real quick through these action words because these are actions that the shepherd of our soul, God the Father, is taking. He leads me. He helps me find where to lay down. He helps me. He restores my soul. He leads me again, right? He is with us. He prepares a table for us. He anoints us with oil. He sends his goodness and mercy to chase us down because we won't sit still. That's in my case. I don't know about you, right? He sends his mercy and goodness to follow us every day of our lives. And then he invites us to live with him forever. Wow. What an amazing thing. What an active God we serve. He's not just sitting on his throne, twiddling his thumbs, waiting for time to expire or run out until we can get to the other side of things, or however things are going to pan out, however you believe the rapture thing is going to go out. I'm not going to get into all of that. No matter how you think this thing is going to wind down, he's not just sitting there twiddling his thumbs going, okay, next. He is actively involved with us, and he will be as active as we allow him. So the question today would be, how much do you want God involved in your life? Because that's going to be the measure of peace you enjoy. Those two are going to be parallel, right? So I'm going to peace out today. I'm going to say, take it all. Take it all. It's a mess, God. Take it all. Take me all. And let's just walk through today. I know that he's going to walk through today with me because he's an active, on-time God. And that's why I'm going to peace out today. Peace out. Have a great day. I'll see you again tomorrow.